Welcome back to the Weekly Education Pulse, your 10-minute global tour through the top stories shaping international education. I'm Tony.
And I'm Sami. This week we're talking AI in the classroom, new school launches in India and Thailand, and why IB students in the UAE are turning heads around the world.
Packed week of progress, performance, and platform power. Let's get into it.
And we kick things off with a look at how international schools are embracing AI. And no, we're not talking about cheating on homework with ChatGPT. We're talking AI chatbots used for parent engagement and school operations.
Exactly. A growing number of international schools are integrating AI-powered chatbots on their websites and parent portals. These tools answer FAQs instantly, guide prospective families through admissions, and even help current parents with routine tasks like checking calendars or payment deadlines.
And the key here is availability. These bots run 24/7, which is especially useful in international schools where parent communities span time zones and expect round-the-clock access to information.
Also interesting is how AI is shifting roles in admissions and communications, not replacing people, but freeing up staff to focus on the more high-value human touch interactions like relationship building and converting leads.
Some schools are even exploring multilingual chatbot capabilities, which is a smart move given the diverse parent populations in places like Dubai, Bangkok, or KL.
There's a note of caution here too. Schools need to ensure that their chatbots are accurate and secure and aligned with their brand voice. A bot giving outdated or robotic answers can actually do more damage than anything else.
Bottom line, chatbots are no longer just for airlines and banks. They're part of the EdTech toolkit international schools are using to stay responsive and competitive.
Next up, another prestigious UK school brand continues its global expansion. Shrewsbury International School India is officially opening its campus in Bhopal on August the 8th.
Yeah, Shrewsbury, with its 470-year legacy, is already well established in Bangkok and has become a household name in the British international school scene. The Bhopal campus will be the first in India offering a co-educational full boarding experience.
And what's unique here is the partnership with Helios Education Group, a clear emphasis on offering Cambridge curriculum alongside a very international ethos. They've recruited more than 50 international educators and will be drawing on the UK schools' values and academic rigour.
It's also notable that they're launching in Bhopal, a tier 2 city by Indian standards. And this reflects a growing trend of premium international schools moving beyond Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore to meet rising demand in emerging urban centres.
It may be early signals of the broadening of India's international school market, the growing aspirational middle class, improved infrastructure, and an appetite for global pathways. Cities like Bhopal are fast becoming education hubs.
And the launch also adds another layer to the increasing presence of British independent school brands in South Asia, as competition in traditional expat-heavy hubs intensifies.
Yeah, definitely one to watch.
And our next story, we're staying in Asia, but we're moving to Pattaya in Thailand, where Tara Pattana International School has officially joined the International School Partnership, or ISP for that matter.
That's right. ISP is probably the fastest growing global network of international schools. I think they've got 100, almost 100, is it 109, 110 schools now across 22, 23 countries. So Tara Pattana brings a strong reputation within the eastern seaboard region of Thailand, serving both local and international families.
Yeah, the school offers the English National Curriculum leading to IGCSEs and A-levels, and is known for its focus on academic excellence, well-being, and global citizenship. With this acquisition, ISP is clearly deepening its footprint in Southeast Asia.
This isn't just about adding another school, it's about scale and synergy. ISP has systems, leadership support, and professional development networks that can all help schools like Tara Pattana enhance their offering while preserving their unique culture.
Yeah, for context, the Pattaya and Rayong region in the eastern seaboard has become a real hub of quality education. You've got Nord Anglia, Cognita, Singapore International School, Bangkok, and Rugby School Thailand all operating in this corridor, which tells you a lot about the level of investment and confidence educational operators have in this region.
Absolutely. And for families and staff, this move could mean greater access to shared resources, student exchange opportunities, and a stronger international brand.
And for ISP, it's a smart play in a Thai market that continues to mature and diversify. With over 270 international schools in the country, differentiation and group backing are becoming ever more important.
Now let's turn to some positive news from the UAE. IB diploma programme students in the Emirates have once again outperformed global averages in the 2025 exam cycle.
Yeah, according to data from the UAE's International Baccalaureate Schools, students achieved an average score of 32.37 points compared to the global average of 30.32. That's a notable margin and a consistent trend in recent years.
Even more impressive, 15% of the UAE candidates scored 40 points or higher, placing them in the top tier of IB achievers globally, and a handful of students even hit the maximum score of 45 points.
And this isn't happening by accident. The UAE has made significant investments in teacher training, curriculum alignment, and student support services. Many IB schools have high levels of academic rigor coupled with strong pastoral care, a combo that seems to be paying off.
It's also worth noting that the IB is growing in popularity in the region, especially among both expat and local families looking for university-ready, globally recognized qualifications.
Exactly, and schools offering the IB are becoming more competitive too. Strong results like these are now vital for attracting new enrollments, particularly in a saturated K-12 market like in Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
For students, these scores open doors, top universities, scholarships, and global pathways that are hard to match. So big congratulations to the UAE's IB students and schools on this achievement.
Next up, let's head to Hong Kong, where the English Schools Foundation, ESF, has announced it will be opening a brand new kindergarten campus in Cornhill, scheduled to launch in August 2026.
ESF is the largest provider of English medium international education in Hong Kong, and this move signals continued confidence in that early years demand, despite wider demographic shifts in the city and, more widely, the region.
Yeah, the new campus will cater to K1 and K2 levels and will offer the ESF Early Years curriculum, which is aligned with the IB Primary Years program, the PYP. It's all about play-based, inquiry-led learning with a strong focus on personal, social, and emotional development.
And location matters here. Cornhill is in the heart of the Eastern District, which has seen increased urban redevelopment and family-friendly infrastructure in recent years. There's a growing population of young families in the area, and ESF is clearly positioning itself to meet that need.
It's also worth mentioning that this isn't just a standalone project. It's part of ESF's long-term development strategy, with a focus on maintaining continuity through the group's through-train system that moves students from kindergarten all the way to post-16 education.
In a highly competitive early years market, particularly in Asia, this is a strategic capacity play by one of the region's most established school groups. Keep an eye on this one.
And that brings this week's news to an end, but stay tuned as we dive back into the business behind the school. Fee setting is an art and a science. You've got to balance what families can afford with what it actually costs to run a high quality school and still keep the lights on, pay your staff, and invest in the future.
Exactly. And schools typically take one of two approaches: a market-based approach, pricing competitively within your peer group, or a cost-based approach, calculating what it takes to deliver your offer and then setting fees accordingly.
Yeah, the best schools I've worked with tend to do both, actually. They understand their market positioning, but also run their budgets like businesses because, well, let's be honest, price too low and you're cutting corners. Price too high without the value, parents walk away.
And value isn't just what's happening in the classroom. Parents are clocking up hidden costs: uniform, technology, trips, transport, exam fees. The more transparent you are, the more trust that you build.
Totally. Because a lot of schools we have both come across break down total costs of attendance on their website, including non-tuition fees, and parents love it. It takes away all the guesswork for them.
There's the issue of discounts, sibling discounts, scholarships, hardship support. When used well, these can support diversity and loyalty. But too much discounting, and suddenly your revenue model looks like a house of cards.
Yeah, I've seen schools with 30-40% of families on some form of discount, and that's unsustainable unless you built it into your model from day one with clear rules and rationale. Or, you may just have owners with deep pockets that are willing to wait a long time for their ROI, if it ever comes. But how many times are we in those scenarios?
Communication's key. A well-explained fee increase tied to tangible improvements is far better received by parents than a silent percentage jump, especially in inflationary times.
Yeah, and don't forget benchmarking. Schools should know where they sit in the local market, and more importantly, what parents are getting elsewhere at a similar price point. That's how you stay competitive.
So let's boil it down. Fees should reflect your costs and your value. Be transparent with families. Use discounts sparingly and strategically, and always align fee setting with long-term sustainability, not short-term PR wins.
Yeah, because in the end, parents aren't just buying education, they're investing in trust, experience, and outcomes. And we owe it to them to deliver on all three.
That wraps up another week of movement and momentum in the international education space.
From AI taking root in classrooms to bold school expansions across Asia, there's no shortage of innovation or ambition.
If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone in your network who cares about where education is heading.
And if you've got a story or insight we should feature, send it our way. We're always listening.
Until next time, keep your fingers on the pulse.